And I appreciate you having this very important discussion this evening. You know, as I've been sitting here listening to the other gentlemen this evening, I've been having what we call courthouse conferences in my district. And what I've been doing is I've been going around the district. We do 2 counties a day when we're not in session. And from about 8 o'clock in the morning to about 12:30 in one county, and then 1:30 to 6. And we have almost constituents every 10 minutes that I'm meeting with. And hearing what you've been talking about is on the minds of not only your constituents in Pennsylvania, but constituents across this country. And I tell you, the big question in my area is jobs. It's about saving that wealth that they try to accumulate, as you said, in their 401ks, their IRAs. They're worried about that federal spending that's going on out there, and then the small business owners. And you know, you're absolutely right. Those small business owners are the ones that are creating the jobs in our area right now. And a lot of people think it's the big corporations. No, it's not. It's those smaller companies. And when I sit across the table from these individuals, and I tell you, they look in the face and they say, you know what, I'm not sure how I'm going to keep my doors open. You know, we're having a liquidity problem. We're having a problem that, you know, we're losing our orders. But, you know, the one thing that they've all said the same thing is, you know, I feel a responsibility to the people I hire. And how am I going to look those people in the face in a few months and I've got 20 employees or 30 employees and start saying, I got to start laying these people off. These people not only work for me, but they're part of my family now. They live down the street from me. And you're absolutely right. You know, we're going down that road of ruin. You know, it's not that long ago, if you all remember back in the Carter administration, we saw interest rates in this country go up to 21%. And what did that do? You know, the federal government was out there. As you said, government does not create any wealth. We consume wealth. It's that small entrepreneur out there that creates the wealth for this great country of ours. So when we watched what happened back in the Carter administration, it's not that long ago that you couldn't go down to the local bank and get a mortgage. You couldn't get the loan. And so I used to start practicing law back in those days, and we had to do what they call land contracts, where the seller actually had to do the financing to the buyer because there was no money. And I tell you, the last thing we want to see in this country is interest rates going back to 21%. I remember, though, you could get a money market at that time. You get a 14% return on your money. But if you're paying 21%, you're in the hole. So I tell you, the folks back home, not only in Northwest and North Central Ohio are scared, but people across this country. And as you talk about some of the things that have been going on, you know, when you talk about, you know, they ask us, you know, here we are in our businesses cutting back. We're trying to scale back in every possible way that we possibly can. But what's the federal government doing? They just see us with a $700 billion bailout last fall for the financial institutions. And then they find out about AIG and the big payouts. And then they say, well, what about the stimulus package? How's that going to help me? How's the mortgage, the $75 billion on the mortgage bailout going to help me? What's going to be in it for me when we talk about a $1 trillion stimulus package? What's in it for me with a $410 billion omnibus? And then they start talking again, as the gentleman always talked about, that we might be talking about another stimulus package. Who's going to pay for it? You're absolutely right. The generations to come are going to be paying for that to come.
With the I go ahead and yield to the gentleman in Pennsylvania.
This fourth chart shows the job situation. Above the line is job growth. Below the line is job loss by month. And you can see when Reagan inherited a recession or Bush inherited a recession, when they passed these tax cuts, they stimulated tremendous job growth. For instance, in '81, the capital gains tax was reduced from 28 to 20%, and the revenue rose by 325% in 6 years. In 2003, here, you remember that under President Bush, when we reduced the capital gains, revenue rose 159% in 5 years. So this tax policy stimulates the formation of capital and directly affects job growth or job loss. Our tax policies have real economic consequences. And finally, the last chart, you know, the president talked about gyrations in the stock market. So I took this last year from February '08 to March '09. And here is where the president was inaugurated, President Obama. And I put up several things that you may remember we considered in the Congress. The rebate checks, the housing bailout of $300 billion, Fannie and Freddie Mae bailout of $200 billion. You remember the $700 billion bailout we passed? Look at the market drop after that. Here's Election Day. Here is the auto bailout. Here is the stimulus bill, $787 billion stimulus bill. Look at the market drop. The 410 omnibus bill, look at the market drop. And now the proposed $3.6 trillion budget.